Hello, everybody, on this Tuesday morning. This nice little Tuesday morning, a day before another snowstorm comes rolling in, and so I thought I would come on here and say they've settled on a name. The Utah Hockey Club has settled on a name. We don't know what it is yet. We don't know. They have not come up with a timetable for releasing the name. And I honestly think it's, what's going to happen first? The name and logo being released by the team or leaking first? I lean toward it getting leaked first because at some point it's going to happen. I don't know. I mean, obviously they don't have a timeline on when they're going to release the name and the logo. I mean, because they had to do this. They had to get a name figured out, a name and a logo figured out, because we're coming up. It's March. And it's going to take a little time with the season starting again in October of next year. You have to have you have to have your stuff into Fanatics for them to start producing merchandise. Biggest merchandise being the jerseys. And the interesting thing is this going to be the look for next year? Is it going to be this? Just instead of it saying Utah, it's going to have a logo on the front. I don't know. I'm imagining so. I'm imagining that they will keep this that they'll keep this particular look and put a logo on the front. And it's interesting because this has been they were so dead set on Yeti. I firmly believe they really wanted Yeti. The fans wanted Yeti, but the cooler company didn't want to work with them. And of course, the Patent and Trademark Office obviously think people are too dumb to be able to tell the difference between a drink cooler and an abominable snowman, because those two are the same. You get me here? How dumb that sounds? A can cooler, a drink cooler, and an abominable snowman, because they're the same. According to the trademark and patent office, people get confused on that. I literally lose brain cells thinking about that. But nevertheless, I digress. They had three names to pick. They had three names to pick from that the fans got a chance to pick. The fans got a chance to pick to either keep the Utah Hockey Club but actually have a logo this time. They had the Outlaws and the Mammoth. I personally would like it to be Mammoth. I think a lot of fans there might have gone that way. I don't know. We're not entirely sure yet. But it's kind of what I'm hoping for. And I don't think necessarily the logos they released, or the logos that kind of showed, I think those were just renderings. I can't imagine those were the final logos. At least I kind of hope not. I kind of hope they did a little, do a little detail into that. But here's the thing that kind of had me thinking the whole time. They were so set on Yeti. But then when that fell through, did they not really think Okay, what placed second? What team name picked second out of the entire the initial voting process? The initial voting process where they had like 25, where they had like 24, 25 names to pick. What was the one that came in second? Why wouldn't you have a contingency plan for in case Yeti gets turned down? What was the one that the fans picked second? You could have just gone that way. But whichever. They did another round of in-person voting at I think 4 or 5 different games. 3 names to pick from. You had Hockey Club, Mammoth, and Outlaws. Initially, it was Wasatch, which was for that was the name of the Wasatch mountain range. That people were like, yeah, really? And they got rid of that pretty quick, and they put Outlaws in there, and so that was the ones. And they put renderings of three logos and kind of what they would look like. Oddly enough, on this jersey, of what the logos might look like on this jersey. And again, I can't imagine that those would be the final logos, but who knows? But they figured out a name. Hopefully, we'll have a logo. And my question for you guys out there: what happens first? Does the team release the name and the logo first, or does it get leaked first? Because we don't know. The team has not come out with a release date. To me, if I were the team, I would come out whether they make the playoffs or not. At the end of the regular season, because you're going to have probably a couple of days before the playoffs start. So by the end of the regular season and the start of the playoffs, you're going to have probably a couple of day window there, maybe 1 or 2 day window before the playoffs start. If I'm Utah, that's when I release the name. I release the name. I tell everybody what the name is. Here's the name. Here's the logo. Here's the word marks. Here's how everything's going to look. Lay it out before anything gets leaked. Because you got to think merchandise would probably start showing up in stores in probably around September. Because jerseys take a while. So even this jersey did not finally hit stores until like January. Even Ben didn't get these until like January. So you want to get that out there. You want to get the name out there. You want to get the logo out there. You want to get the word marks out there, the fonts, everything. You want to get everything figured out. Get it all out there to everybody. Have everybody see it. And I would do it before the playoffs. At the end of the regular season, like either the last day of the regular season, come out with it. Because you can have your players come out in like little mock-ups. If you don't have anything, like any like real shirts or anything made up quite yet, at least little mock-ups or something, and you can kind of have an idea of, hey, here it is, and come out with it. End of the regular season, whether it's the last day of the regular season or just right before the playoffs, or even like that day or two between the end of the regular season and start of playoffs. That's, if I'm Utah, that's when I release the name. I release the name. I release the logo. Show everybody, and yeah, that's at least that's what I would do, because then you get out in front of the leakers, because stuff always seems to happen where hey, we're gonna have new this or new that, and then all of a sudden, oh well, gee, here's these pictures that have shown up online, this stuff coming in, so this is what it's going to end up being, and the team doesn't get a chance to announce it because it's already been leaked. So again, if I'm Utah, end of the regular season, right before the playoffs, whether or not Utah is in the playoffs or not, release the name at the end of the regular season. End of the regular season, day or two before the playoffs start, release the name, release the logo. Just come right out. You know, you can have a big press conference, big thing, and you can even do it like how Vegas did it. Have a big old thing, and you can go big poster back behind you, big drop thing. Go and hit the thing. Thing drops. There's the logo. There's the name. There's the word marks. Boom. Fireworks, everything, whatever. Make a big spectacle of it if you want to. To me, that's what Utah should do. What do you guys think? Do you got, which name do you guys prefer? Do you hope it's Mammoth? Do you hope it's Outlaws? Or do you hope they just stick with Hockey Club? Me personally, I want Mammoth. We'll see what they go with, and it'd be interesting to see how a woolly mammoth type logo would look in these colors. I think that could be interesting. I think that could be really interesting to see if they keep these jerseys. If this ends up being the design that they stick with, a woolly mammoth logo in these type of colors, I think that could be interesting. Let me know, though, in the comments. Let me know your guys' opinions. What team name do you want? Do you think it's a smart idea? You know, do you agree with me or not agree that I think they should release the name and the logo at the end of the regular season, just before the playoffs? Get out in front of it. Get it out there. Get it out there before the leakers are able to leak the name, so you can have the big reveal. You know, because we've been waiting an entire season for this reveal on what the name and the logo is going to be. So yeah, you know, I mean, have the big reveal, end of the regular season, big press conference, big whatever, you know, drop the big poster or whatever, you know, do it like how Vegas or Seattle did it. And then we can all see what the name will be, what the logo will be, the word marks, everything. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Hit that like button, smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button, because I would love to see you back here again. Also, hit that notification bell if you want to be notified anytime future videos of mine are uploaded. And share this video with everyone that you know. Share the video with everyone that you don't know. Let everybody know about the channel. And yeah, because I would love to have every hockey fan in the world. I would love to have you all join me here at Larry's House of Hockey. And yeah, this ended up being a little longer than I necessarily thought it was going to be. But you know, I just kind of started rambling, and you know, I kind of get rambling on stuff. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Outlaw, Utah, Mammoths, or Outlaw, Mammoths, Hockey Club. Which one do you think it is? Like I said, my poll is for Mammoth. And yeah, so let me know in the comments. Hit like and subscribe. Share the video with everybody. I will see you guys later.